But going into it next, C9, we got Lexx up in the seat with the Guile. Then, of course, DCQ stepping up to the plate. We had mentioned this exact thing, either the Bison or the JP pick.
Yeah, exactly. Once we saw Xian sat down for boost, I was like, okay, so DCQ has to be for Lexx, right? And that's exactly what they're doing here. Because both of DCQ's characters definitely do well up against the Guile.
All right, so it looks like the selection will be Bison. He's been a lot more confident with the Dictator. So we'll see how this plays out. I think it's going to be a very interesting matchup in regards to like how the meta's developed thus far, right?
But we are seeing the Bison, brand newest DLC character. Oh man, and Lexx. He's pretty good at honestly anti-airing with normals a lot of the time. I'm surprised that one whiffed. He'll probably use the stand medium kick next time he's in that same range.
Yeah. Oh. You know, I appreciate characters that use like long-range moves for mobility to get out of situations and get the side switch. DCQ's been definitely that type since his Urian play back in 5.
Exactly right. He really knows how to use the character tools to not just attack, but to move around the screen, manipulate his opponent in different ways. And yeah, the head stop, I mean, it's a great tool to use that. He's got a bunch of them, Bison does.
Got the punish counter on the throw. Lexx immediately waking up with the jabs too. Especially after that throw, I don't think DCQ is going to get much out of it. Now he does, especially in the quarter.
And then yeah, Lexx trying to take his turn after the light string, but against Bison, it's really difficult because of the scissor kick. A great cancel and a great reward if counter hit.
Now the plethora of booms starting to become an issue. Lexx now adamant about throwing some of those out, but now the harassment of normals too. Low medium kick is such a great threatening tool. Even the Sobot kick if need be, but also standing medium kick from Bison. You know it's going to be a medium affair majority of the time when it comes to these two.
Yeah, and Lexx doing a lot of harassing right now, right? Not letting DCQ get close, putting the crouch medium kicks out, even chasing him down as he backs up a little bit. And the neutral jump, one of the most popular strats against Bison. Yikes, though, the fierce rear in his head once again. Plus due to the mine. DCQ harassing with that stand fierce. That's a big button for Bison. Oh! Word! Nice. Challenging the plus frames on the drive rush roundhouse. Not gonna happen.
And you get the burnout as well. Do you set up the cross? No, I wouldn't set up anything because of critical art being a threat, right?
Yes, well, oh my goodness, Lexx. Saw the fireball blocked, right? Classic fireball, drive rush pressure behind him. DCQ trying to tech for his life. Came up empty-handed.
Oh, that is a punish counter and a half, brother. He threw that out full send, standing heavy punch.
That was great adjustment from DCQ because Lexx had been crouch medium kicking his walk forward, so he walked in a bit, stopped, and then hit him with the fierce. That was great stuff.
Maybe to move on in after that throw. It just whiffed ever so slightly.
Yeah. Slight miscalculation. Gonna cost DCQ the corner, but oh my goodness, again, coming up a little bit more shallow than Lexx predicted. That's exactly how we saw the set start, right? The crouch fierce whip. This time he tries that stand medium kick that I mentioned, still just outside the range. Expertly played by DCQ.
Yeah, and he's throwing out normals that aren't going to be fully extending his hitbox, or his hurtbox, I should say, either way. So that's actually been a valid strategy that DCQ's taken advantage of already. And it's only been the first game. It's only been the first introduction against each other, at least in this atmosphere. I don't know how often they'll get to play each other online, but that is a very Lexx-specific strategy that I'd imagine because he's been so adamant with some of these anti-airs. He's been so well-trained to snipe out anything in disguise. But yeah, DCQ, he's already found a little bit of weakness in the armor.
And he also set so that little scenario right there where you did this the flash kick into the two booms, and then you did the stand medium kick. It seems like that's a setup that he practiced. So just next time,
down for a heavy kick,
or just walk up a little bit. Just walk up a little bit and then do stand medium kick. But yeah, just remember that setup, and then also remember I told you default to parry too much. So yeah, and he's not teching either. So throw him.
I bet.
I would also love to see maybe Lexx convert to possible air-to-air scenario.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to, especially like trying to go air-to-air with someone like Bison. If DCQ reads that, hell attack on the way is going to be so difficult to manage. The damage output that you get, the amount of corner carry that Bison gets as well. I don't know if the risk assessment is going to be worth it enough, but Lexx, speaking of risk assessments, did you see how he got it out of the corner?
Yeah.
OD flash kick? Okay.
Let her rip, first knockdown. Then the tick throw setup right there with the dragon suplex.
Checking with the low mediums again. And that's exactly the answer that DCQ is going to be resorting to majority of the time. If those mediums are going to harass me, well, guess what? I have a longer range button. Hit or block is going to be great for me. Exactly,
yeah. It's still plus on block regardless right there. So that's stand fierce. Oh, he actually ducked the jump in from the crouch medium kick this time. Low profile.
Told you he's not taking.
Knocked down with a mine, though. How are you going to get out of this? Find that pressure. Lexx trying to snipe, does parry up the bomb. Nonetheless, though, still trapped in this corner. Drive rush one more time, and Lexx conditioned to take the pressure. DCQ identifies it for a set point.
Now DCQ manages to run away with this because of how aggressive Bison can be with the amount of meter. Well, guess what? That'll be 10 points apiece. Hello. Well, apples in the throat, but 10 points apiece for sure coming in for it on both ends.
I could use a peach right now.
You know, I'm an apples guy.
Oh. Good old Granny Smith.
Yeah,
holding me down.
No.
Right now, though, Lexx confirming right there. I love that punish counter. Link it to the flash kick. One of my favorite combos in the game. One of my favorite two pieces.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, and again, look at this footsie range from DCQ, right? He's making Lexx uncomfortable. Lexx getting overzealous, reaching a lot of the time. DCQ is punishing heavily all the way into the level 3 this time. It's going to put Lexx very low on life and very low on drive meter.
Here, you might win.
Does have the critical art stock too. A single hit actually can really bring it back for Lexx, except for the fact that DCQ swinging for the fences, painting the fences, withstanding heavy punch. Yet again, checking the timing on Lexx. DCQ has had a thorough understanding of when Lexx wants to move and operate. DCQ, he shut it down.
I appreciate DCQ advertising the Capcom Collection Volume 2 coming out with CVS2 painting that fence. Well done. Well done, bro. Taking over Lexx, and we saw, right, Lexx had a lot of success in that very first round, cutting off DCQ coming forward with that crouch medium kick. He tagged him with it multiple times. But we talk about the reward from that button. Unless it's punish counter, it's not going to be very much, right? So he was able to tag him. He made DCQ adjust his spacing. But the way DCQ adjusted was he was walking a little bit less forward, waiting for Lexx to press that crouch medium kick, punishing with the stand fierce. And that reward, I mean, is astronomically better than just tagging you with a crouch medium kick from Guile.
Truly. And it's really going to be up to Lexx, right? Like whether or not he presses a button, DCQ still being within the right range for for standing heavy punch to connect on hit or block only gives him even more room to work with in terms of like pressing his turn afterwards, right? So that's been like the main issue that Lexx has been like driving towards, right? But being 2 out of 3, he's not going to get that opportunity anymore.